Welcome everyone back to Game 2 of Defense of the Patience versus Warlocks of the Beach. Warlocks of the Beach took Game 1 convincingly. Rubin once again sensational on the Tinker, and Chowser amazing on his off-lane Reaver. Coming with one of the top farmers in the game actually by the end of it. And we have your first ban coming out, Lion, being banned out by Warlocks of the Beach. Said this before and we'll say this again and over again. One of the best supports we see in the game right now. Followed by a second ban on Witch Doctor. First ban coming out from Defense of the Patient will be the Faceless Void, an excellent core for team fights, for pickoffs. Just a really good core heroes that can farm and just do very well in team fights. Can jump in Chronosphere, pick a hero off and get the hell out of there. Kind of hero.
Reserve time.
Let's just have a quick look and talk about the Crystal Maiden.
Dire team picking.
I freaking love this Arcana. For people on Twitter TV, you probably can't see what's happening right now. For people on Twitch TV, yes, you will be able to see this, but that's just amazingly cool. And I really like another fact about it, that it doesn't just take up the whole armor, it only takes up the cape, so you can add on like certain things, like you can keep your immortal crown and the immortal stuff, and it looks freaking awesome. So now you have two, and the puppy's super adorable. The puppy is just super adorable, and it does certain animation like shaking off the water when coming off the river, and at the end of TP it runs after its own tail, and it just looks adorable and cute. Extremely suitable for CM's character in general, remaining. And I just like it. It's just freaking awesome. But a little bit expensive, I would say, but this is my first Arcana, and I've been playing CM. As you can see, I have a full set of Navi equipment for CM, and I play CM a lot. It's probably the only hero beyond Rubik that I play well with. I suck at DOTA anyway. Second ban coming out from Defense of the Patient as we come back to the game instead of talking about my personal DOTA life. We have Disruptor being banned out. Pain in the ass he was last game. Kalina played on the Disruptor and was really good, just glimpsing people back and dropping its ultimate. Defense of the Patients will have the opportunity and privilege to pick up Vengeful Spirit this time instead of giving it to Boogaloo, and we have Enchantress being picked up as a jungle hero. This is interesting though, because I have actually never seen Warlocks of the Beach play a jungle hero before, so it will be interesting for me to finally see them in action with a jungle based hero. Tidehunter being picked up by Defense of the Patient, did not ban it out this time, and they will pick it out, and Warlocks of the Beach will play the Crystal Maiden. There were talks before this game about a Crystal Maiden techie combos, and I'm not sure how true that is, but we have here the Crystal Maiden being picked up alongside with the Enchantress, both support being picked up already, Vengeful Spirit and Tidehunter. Teamfight lineup coming up from Defense of the Patients, I believe. I have no clue. My DOTA knowledge is limited, and I can't think of a combination of lineup for Enchantress and Crystal Maiden. We'll have to wait for a few more heroes. Partner being banned out as the third ban for Warlocks of the Beach, as we continue to wait to get a clearer picture of the lineup of these two teams. Warlocks of the Beach is now 6-1 up in the league, and Tinker, which Rubin was sensational on last game, is now being banned out by Defense of the Patient as expected. Dealing with him for one game is more than enough. However, this game you have a Tidehunter and a Vengeful Spirit, so Tinker isn't exactly too big of a deal. Tinker is of course high burst magical damage. If you can have a lot of pretty tanky hero, its effectiveness decreases. But of course, if you lose the game that badly to him, it doesn't really matter how tanky you are. The Gone 5 will still kill you. Necroforce will be banned out as the fourth ban for Warlocks of the Beach, and we will return back to Defense of the Patients to see what they are interested to ban next. And if you people didn't know, the Dragon Knight now has
10
a
seconds
new
remaining.
dragon too, though I feel it's kind of ugly. And
5 seconds
yeah, I actually
remaining.
don't like the new Dragon Knight cosmetic. It's basically the same
Reserve
dragon
time.
that Crystal Maiden spoke to, the female artist dragon that Crystal Maiden spoke to in the comic strip. If you haven't seen it, go to DOTA2.com, I believe, or you can probably just Google DOTA2 Crystal Maiden comic or something and it will pop up. But there's a story about how she got her Arcana and where this new Dragon Knight dragon comes from. To me, I have two problems with it. One, it doesn't look
Radiant
that
team
nice
pick.
compared to the full armor eyeless, the dragon without eye, and that looked really cool. And I love the stun animation coming up from that. It changes it into a frost dragon for Dragon Knight, and the funny thing is, in the comic it mentions that the dragon is a female dragon. Dragon Knight's a guy. So I was a little bit confused
10
about that.
seconds
Like,
remaining.
does it change Dragon Knight into a female knight?
5
That would be cool
seconds
though. That
remaining.
would be freaking awesome. I don't know. I don't have the item. I haven't actually checked up any YouTube video about the item. Anyway,
Reserve
fourth
time.
band coming out from Defense of the Patient, Troll Warlocks.
Fire team
Silencer will be picked up as a third pick for Defense of the Patient. Going mid, going support, going safe lane farmer. We don't know yet. We'll get to have a look once the laning phase begin. Huskar will be picked up, probably in our
Radiant
Ruby
team
mid
pick.
hero. I believe I remember him playing the Huskar before. Not too sure. But not exactly a hero that you pick up every day, so I can't remember. I know he was sensation on Tinker. Not just once, but several times. And I'm not too sure. The Silencer doesn't seem to be as big of a deal
10
here,
seconds remaining.
unless for a disengagement or a
5
counter
seconds
engagement.
remaining.
Especially considering that Huskar, he throws his ultimate, you throw
Phantom
Global
Assassin.
Silence. So
Dire team pick.
there's really nothing much coming out of that. And yeah, you can cancel Crystal Maiden's ultimate. Enchantress, okay, with Morphling, Global
Radiant
Silence
team
may be a little bit more significant, but here we have probably a legit Harry's Morphling. Safe lane farmer, protected by the Crystal Maiden, and of course the roaming Enchantress within the jungle, and superb ganker. Yeah, of course it
10
depends on his
seconds
luck and
remaining.
what he gets to pick up. Phantom Assassin picked up as the
5
core
seconds
carry
remaining.
for Cypherus, who was
Reserve
I
time.
can't remember. Cypherus was playing the Wraith King last game, and you will see whether is it the Beast or Joy Thief. Joy Thief will likely be on the Tide Hunter over here. That's likely an offlane hero. No one plays it as a support anymore. So we'll see what the fifth pick is, whether it's a support or just a carry, another carry, a off lane, a mid lane hero.
Dire team
Medusa
back.
being banned out as the fifth ban from Defense of the Patients. Legit Harry played the Medusa last game. He had a good farm, but didn't have too much impact on the game because the game
10
ended at
seconds
25
remaining.
minutes. If a Medusa had significant impact by 25 minutes,
5 seconds remaining.
I'm not sure where you get that kind of farm, but it's pretty hard to get significant farm. Anyway, Bloodseeker being banned out by the
Radiant team pick.
Warlocks of the Beach as the fifth ban. As we now go to the fifth and final pick will be Ancient Apparition.
Dire
So
team pick.
Silencer will go mid, and we have an Ancient Apparition, Vengeful Spirit, and Phantom Assassin tri-lane. This could be pretty scary. A blink stun with bonus damage. That will be really scary early game. Chowser will pick up his Timbersaw, which we did see him play before. As expected, a Rubin will go onto the Huskar, Legit Harry onto the Morphling, Boogaloo on Crystal Maiden, and Colina being the Jungler Enchantress. However, they lied. We will not see a Techies, but we will see the adorable little puppy.
Prepare for battle.
The AA pick definitely an annoyance towards the Huskar because it does not regen from it. Everyone's talking about the adorableness of the little wolfie. Is this the wolf of Iceguard? What? She say something like fear the wolf of Asgard or something like that. Is that the wolf? It would be hilarious if that's the wolf though. I would definitely fear this little thing right here. There you have it, a quick look we have on the Morphling. It does not work, but never mind. Legit Harry on the Morphling. Gush being thrown out right there. Really not much to follow up from there. Curse of the Silence being thrown out. Silencer might be in trouble here. Looks like he will pick up and get Frostback, and he will go down for First Blood anyway.
First Blood!
He picks up the Bounty Rune, and Phantom Assassin gets a Bounty Rune, but First Blood goes the way of Huskar, who will be pretty happy right now. Silencer does not deal well. This is funny. I think I remember the last time I seen a Rubin play Huskar, it was against a Silencer too, or was it even Warlocks that were playing? I don't know. I remember the last time I saw a Huskar, I was playing against a Silencer too, sir, and the Silencer lost like crap. Even though I expect it to be a reasonably even lane, but he lost like terribly. And right here, easy on the Tidehunter, who took Gush as a first spell. Oh yeah, he wanted to challenge for the rune, so he took Gush for the first spell. Morphling, Legit Harry will be on the Morphling, and Boogaloo with his puppy. That adorable distraction. I need to stay with the casting, and looks like Silencer will go down the second time towards the Huskar, and this is exactly the same way as the last game playing out. I believe it was Arubin because I remember they died to each other over and over again, and Arubin is the crazily aggressive meat guy there, but I don't know, eventually it turned out to be better. And Chowser doing pretty okay on the disconnection from Crystal Maiden. And there you go, the puppy has done his business and he's back.
Killing spree. This.
And a change of life, exchange of life right there. Though the Silencer just get the killing spree off the Huskar, but Huskar gets the experience. This is really familiar. Like this totally happened before. I don't know, I'm not even sure, but this totally happened before. It was the same thing. I think a killing spree or a dominating streak that the Huskar gave up to the Silencer, but the Huskar gets the kill first. Confusingly familiar. Oh yeah, and Crystal Maiden doesn't walk anymore. Chowser half a level above easy, comparing the two offlaners. The puppy running around the woods I actually think it gives your position away, but whatever. 2 Wraith Land being picked up by legit Harry as the farming continues for Kalina in the jungle, working towards a Midas, I believe, pretty quickly. Looks like he will be able to get it by like 6 or 7 minutes right here. Ace Rune being picked up right here. Will he choose to engage onto the Silencer? Looks like he will dive onto the Silencer, and this looks like an exchange in live once again. Silencer goes down to the Huskar, but he will go down once he tried to use a spell. And once again an exchange right there. This time more gold going towards the Huskar because he doesn't have a streak anymore, and he will get the experience. And Easy being brought really low right there, but will be able to get away. Legit Harry taking a lot of damage right there, but not going down. As you follow on the chase, that puppy is really adorably annoying. That's like the last thing you want to bring to a war zone, is say adorably cute husky. Anyway, let's not get too distracted by the puppy and go back to the game. The most farmed hero right now looks like it will be Morphling. Legit Harry on the Morphling. Enchantress of course having more crit kills, but has, let's just switch to net worth and have a look. Oh, Huskar is actually more farmed than he is. Oh, it was an earn, not a skill, that's why. Anyway, he does have his ultimate up right now. Silencer is in a terrible position now. 2 levels below the Huskar. And an ultimate engagement might just an invisibility rune right there. If he picks an ultimate being used out onto the Silencer right now, and it looks like he's dead.
Bury me with my glaives.
They need a rotation now to deal with this Huskar. At least gang him once or twice. No lane movement coming out from the defense of the patience right there to try to nullify the effect of this Huskar. Rubin will be losing control once again. This is really sad for the Silencer, as invisibility rune being picked up, but he will be more interested to use this on the Tidehunter instead. And looks like this is a kill. Frostbite being used, ultimate use onto the Tidehunter, as he will go down extremely quickly to the Huskar.
Without the Tidehunter.
I assume Silencer feels great now because like, oh, an invisibility rune, huh? That would have been another death for the Silencer. And thankfully it is a bounty rune, not a haste or a invisibility, because that would mean death again. But looks like he's interested to dive this. Rubin not too interested about it. He will just earn himself up. He does have an Elu rune at the bottom. Not sure whether he's interested to stay in lane and just make it very annoying for the Silencer, or want to go down to help Chowser out, who isn't really having a bad day. Chowser is now 6, almost 7, and Tidehunter isn't even 6. That dog's really annoying. And Ancient Pressure, Timbers are getting a solo kill right there. Might even turn around and no, will not be able to get a kill off Joy Thief. And something to point out, the defensive patient did change their laning a little bit. Easy was his support, 4th position support. He's now at 3rd position Tidehunter, and Joy Thief, who was the off-lane player just now, is now the PA. The Beast, who was solo mid, is now on the AA, and Cypherus is now, Cypherus was on the Wraith King, I believe. Yeah, Cypherus was on the Wraith King. He is now on the Silencer. And disconnecting again. That's the reason I felt. That's the reason I felt the Huskar would have a bad time against the Silencer, because the Silencer's last word works really well with Huskar, because he doesn't have much skill to use. to just cancel the effect of it. And I believe the Midas is definitely coming up on the and as I was mentioning, last word prevents, disarms it, and so just really not being able to attack for 3 seconds, I believe. 3 seconds? 5 seconds actually. It's really on. Back here to the Crystal Maiden. I actually really love this dress. It looks really good compared to the actual dress itself. This dress looks much cooler, but it does have pretty okay. I can't change the angle. The flying motion is really nice right here, as you can see. The cape and the dress combination, I believe that's the generic Crystal Maiden thing, only the helm. So like I have this staff too, so it's a little bit different. But where's the dog? Oh, there's the doggy. But the dog actually looks huge like that. Yeah, the dog looks pretty huge. So it's not that much of a puppy, it's a big dog. But anyway, I really love the dress and this new cape. Wait, how do I get out of this? And when she used her ultimate, the dog actually howls, and that's pretty cool too. Crystal Maiden is coming back soon. Charles engagement here, diving into really not much right there, not even show up. It's stun out, but he manages to pull himself up just in time to not be caught too near to the PA. And re-engagement here onto the PA, spin and ultimate will go down here, bring the PA right down, and will be able to walk out without much trouble. Chowser, once again, having a really good game right there. He is now level 8 compared to the 6, and the push is coming with the Dabur Cento, which does not give. Does not give really a lot of things, and a 4 hero engagement onto the Timber Saw. Global Silence will be used to ensure there is no escape mechanism, and he will not be able to escape right there. Global Silence being used, but that 4 hero rotation engagement
Radiant's
onto
middle tower
the
is under attack.
Timber Saw.
Radiant
Will
structures
see
are
their T1 go down though. Well, not taken yet, but a lot of damage dealt to the T1. And a double rotation silencer and the Vengeful Spirit TPing in right here, trying to get a swap off onto a Rubin who will go higher up. Swap being used right here, but I don't think that's the right thing to do. Silencer not in the position to do much, and Nomelo will go down to a Rubin right here, and he will manage to stay alive actually. Now Enchantress chasing onto the Silencer. Huskar not being able to bring down by the Tidehunter. Just too much damage, magical resistance coming up to defend from the gush, and no right click damage coming up for him. Continuously heal up. And engagement goes the way of wizards. Sorry, warlocks. Arcane Boots is now out.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Illusions!
Radiant's middle tower.
Oh my god,
is
what is he
being
doing there?
down.
The sword being thrown out right there, but Chowser will just decide to escape instead of re-engage onto the opponent. And middle tower will be denied by the Silencer, and Huskar in position to just annoy the crap out of everyone. Will he jump on the PA? They know that he's in there. The blinks are coming up, slow coming out. Ultimate drop down onto Joykeeps, who will not be able to escape. A Ruby will go down to an ultimate from the Beast, and Chowser will be able to get away. Nope, he will not be able to get to it. Eventually, Wave of Terror will hit him and bring him down just enough. But getting the PA and losing 2 cores right there. However, they will pressure the top lane and get a lot of damage down to the top tower as Buggaloo tries to pressure here, and the puppy is now stuck. Ravage is ready though. TP coming in from the Vengeful Spirit. The puppy is now hiding right there. Really funny right there. And almost going down, but not low enough. Tidehunter probably trying to get in range for a Ravage.
Is under attack.
Might be trapped right here. Ravage being thrown up so that he could get out, but nope, he will not be able to get out right there. Global Silence being popped. Buggaloo might go down right here. He's definitely dead right there. Negative and Huskar re-engage onto Sulphurus, the Silencer, and will bring the Silencer down. Vengeful Spirit caught behind, who will go down to the Enchantress for a double kill. A ultimate being thrown up, trying to hunt for legit Harry, but he will not get it, and it looks like they will lose 3 for 1, and the
Top tower is under attack.
Beast TPing in, but immediately ultimate being thrown at Robin, who will go down in exchange for the Huskar Rubin. Kalina now trying to heal up as much as possible as Timbersaw continuously tried to harass them as they put chase onto Kalina. Buggaloo is now back, the puppy chasing right behind her. A sword being used onto the Timbersaw, but Hucho, and he will be burst down in a extremely quick manner, but in exchange Vengeful Spirit will go down. Slight lag coming up here. Silencer trying to hit the Crystal Maiden as much as possible, who will turn back and will go down to a PA dagger, but the Tidehunter on the other hand may go down right there. Not enough. Waveform will bring down the Tidehunter. Silencer now running for his life right here. Waveform cooldowns in 7 seconds. Ultimate being used to chase out with Cypherus. No more mana for the Waveform. He will bottom himself up, but did not cool down in time. Now Arubin continuing his crazy aggression. Does he want to dive this T1? No, he will not dive the T1. He will go down the river and find a bounty rune. No wards from both teams actually. Yeah, the 4 wards actually still sitting in the courier. They're having that well of a game that they don't even realize the wards are missing. Colina picks up his, getting really close to an Agan Scepter right here. An engagement onto the PA, who will be brought down in extremely fast manner, but the Freeze may be able to bring a Rubin down in exchange. And he will shatter to the AA. And the engagement is solo Q for Chowser onto Nomolos. And I think that's why the Huskar isn't buying lifesteal, because of the AA ultimate. The lifesteal's item will just not be as valuable as a strength gain from the armlet, because the armlet still gives you HP.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Of course, it does not prevent you from shattering. Actually speeds up the shattering process. Engagement here on Chowser, the chain will miss there, and the Gush catches Tidehunter in an off position actually. He will not be able to get away. Ravage and Global Silence will be thrown up right here. Legit Harry getting low, might not be able to be down right here. Engagement onto Cypress from Arubin will bring him down, and no one going down. AA go down for a double kill onto the Huskar as he now tries to chase up onto the Tidehunter, who will pick up an illusion room, and he picks the right one sadly. And just like Easy will go down, and it just doesn't really matter. There you have it, the puppy playing in the water. He even changes the animation, and nope, no cleaning of it there.
Is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
As they push now towards the bottom lane, and attempted gang engagement onto the Bashful Spirit, which did not catch anything. Ultimate coming in right here, hitting the Crystal Maiden, and the Crystal Maiden might actually be in trouble. And this is the thing I feared about the puppy. You might just give away your position.
This'll come in handy.
Regeneration rune being picked up by Rubin. CM with the Tranquil Boots will heal up pretty quickly. Yeah, there you have it. Missed it. The puppy shakes himself and cleans the water off himself when he comes out from the water. Let's just follow CM for a while.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I do assume you need to stop slightly after exceeding from the water to see that animation. But it does look like the puppy is like wearing a null talisman or something like that. And looks like Rubin will engage onto Roshan by himself. And whether we have the privilege to look at the puppy, yeah, there you have it. The puppy shakes himself dry after coming out from the water. Sort of a random animation, I guess. And a T1 bottom. Okay, this is when a bottom T1 for Roshan will be switched up. Timbersaw will come in and engage onto him, but will be swapped off immediately. And a lot of spells being thrown up onto Chowser, who will be silent up right here because of the timing, you see. And Huskar with his ultimate and cooldown already. Vengeful Spirit will be caught right here and will be burst down quickly enough, but caught in the AA ultimate, who Huskar will get a double kill on and bring down the beast to Rubin. Might bring down 4 right here. He will shatter to that, and Chowser on the back will shatter down too. Huskar now continues this chase onto the silencer. He will dive this T1. He doesn't care. Is he faster than the silencer? They actually have Global Silence being used up right there just to get a
Dire's
kill,
middle
to secure
tower
a
is
kill
under
right
attack.
there on the top to ensure PA, but the ultimate will cool down and
Radiant's bottom
he
tower
will
is
get
under
the
attack.
4th kill.
Dire's middle
PA
tower
will get a
has
kill
fallen.
onto Crystal Maiden and will successfully get away, but they will lose this C2 up
Radiant's
top.
top tower is
And
under
Huskar
attack.
bringing a whole group of creep, 3 waves of creep with him actually. And that's a lot of creep. And he will farm more of this creep up. So, free money for a Ruby.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
That's a lot of gold right there.
Radiant's top tower has been denied.
A lot of gold.
Gotcha.
He's level 16 right now actually. BKB coming up soon too. That's going to turn the tide around. Well, it's not going to turn the tide around. It's going to change this current tide into a tidal wave. Into a tsunami.
Haste.
Crystal Maiden picking up haste probably wouldn't change too much of the current cost. Engagement here onto the PA, and Cypherus will go down to a Rubin, and the freeze onto Joy Thief. Might see him die right there. Oh wait, who did he bring down? He bring down the Silencer, and Ravage being used to secure the kill right there to confirm that he will go down. And Crystal Maiden DCs once again. And we have a quick break here as we wait for CM to reconnect. Now having restart the match, Beast might be caught right here. Legit Harry, a Terra Blade shotgun. Not as powerful just yet. Not yet. It's funny, they're actually pulling the enemy's ancient.
Are with us.
Sorry, choke there. Kalina being caught off guard here. No Ravish. The CM ultimate. Cancelled a little bit too late. A double kill right there, going the way of the Morphling, I believe, and the PA will be caught right here. No dodge coming up. No RNG love for the PA.
Gotcha.
And the Trinoceros. What are they called anyway? I want to click on that. Thunderhide, ancient Thunderhide. It's the guy that's on meth.
Double damage!
Double damage being picked up by Huskar, pinked up by the Vengeful Spirit, something you do not want to be near right now. As he clears up the camp. Magical damage, yeah, but Pierce Magic's immunity though, so he's clearing up the camp pretty quickly, so that's a lot of money going his way. And here, potential engagement. Global Silence is down, but Ravage is ready. Vengeful Spirit will go up, immediately being frostbitten right there. Heals up, Ravage being thrown up to try to catch him. AA's ultimate does manage to catch him right there. And he will go down with the double kill into Crystal Maiden and the Huskar. Turn around, come back, maybe, possible. Crystal Maiden with the... She actually looks more like a Shaolin monk now with all the things drawn on her face, which is really funny. Cypher's picking up a... Orchid really soon. Engagement right there. Shotgun, remember, coming up from Cypher, and he will go down with it extremely quickly to the magic damage, burst damage coming up from the combination of Legit Harry and Colina. Tidehunter will go down as Chowser now dives deep in to try to get the kill, but swap onto the Enchantress and ensure that she shatters under the attack of the PA. Will be a 1-2-4-2. 2-4-2 as Tidehunter buys back to re-engage right here, and the Chowser still going deep into it and just getting bring down by the Tidehunter re-engagement with the PA and the stun from
Radiant's
the Vengeful
bottom
Spirit
tower
right there.
is under attack.
Oh, it's a 2-for-2 and a buyback. And a shotgun right there, not enough to burst it down. Legit Harry in trouble right now, not enough. Frostbite right there, he will go down. And Bolaru might be called out. Will she shadow? I really don't think so. That's just too little HP. Oh, she actually might. She does shadow. And that's a 3-for-nothing engagement there coming out from Wizards of the Beach, throwing away their lead that they have. It's a 15,000. It's a beyond 15,000, but it's now back up to a 15,000 goal lead. Engaged by Huskar alone on 4 right there. AA ultimate, the key there, catching him, and Robin going down again, this time to the Ancient Apparition. Enchantress also working towards an Orchid here. CM being typical 5th position. Here a Terror Blade out and nothing beyond that. Here BKB out and Zibasaur maybe working towards an Guardian Scepter after this. It is now a key item after being fixed into that the patch. Orchid is out. Easy still working towards his Bling Dagger at the 25th minute. Scepter almost out on the Ancient Apparition, which is a key item to bring down the Huskar. We have an engagement down there on Legit Harry, who does not have enough mana to waveform out of this. He will bottle up, but he will go down. Once again, another pick off.
Double damage!
Will respawn in a minute and 17 seconds. .45 more seconds before Roshan respawns. PA here. I'm not sure whether she's able to fight this. Really? She wants to engage into it with a double damage. A Rubin and ultimate being used right now popped up. Oh, the crit coming up from him to bring down the Joytive.
The Sisters of the Veil honor your death.
Tidehunter was able to get his scepter before that death right there. And AA now picks up the scepter. Orchid out and ready on the silencer and also on the Enchantress. Management dives onto the Tidehunter, but it manages to blink away. I actually thought they scouted this one out. And Roshan is out right now, so they're asking for Huskar to come and get this Roshan. The Illusion Rune, however, will be able to use defensively and scout out this engagement. The PA will get a kill onto the Enchantress really quickly. PA is getting pretty fat right now. Demon Age working onto an MKB just in case someone builds an invasion, especially the Morphling, who doesn't look like is probably working towards a Skadi. Huskar will once again try to solo up this Roshan.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Radiant doesn't seem to know Rubin is taking the Roshan alone again, and he will get the Roshan uncontested.
Immortality!
He will pick up the Aegis and attempt to heal up with urns. Why isn't he using his urn? He probably wants to keep the attack speed and try to gank someone right here. The Tidehunter with Ravage ready and the PA awaiting here for the Colina and Legit Harry to walk into this, and all 4 heroes coming up right now as Enchantress will push up alone right there. Tidehunter TPs down to deal with the Huska. Joiner engages onto the Joytive, and this might be caught up right here. He will be burst down extremely quickly. That is a change in fight right there. They baited the bottom engagement from a Rubin. Seeing him in the lane, they baited him out, and now Vengeful Spirit trying to swap this out. Better not have any miscommunication right here. You swap too far away and there you go, you're dead. They will get this push into the T3, and it's only the Beast here defending this one. Arubin deciding not to stay in lane to continue the push as they all now rotate towards the middle lane. And Tidehunter now with the Blink Dagger getting ready to set up his ultimate hit Spy for the Ravage Man. If the Ravage might be able to bring down Crystal Maiden pretty quickly, and Global Silence is up too, but they do not have the PA. But blinks in, Ravage catches 2. The support and the Legit Harry being burst out immediately. CM will shatter. Global Silence will be popped right now, but to catch no one. Honestly, I would be interested to re-engage and will engage onto the Vengeful Spirit, who will be burst down, but she herself will go down extremely quickly. Not before taking down the Enchantress is the one that actually takes down the Enchantress. What am I talking about? Enchantress is actually the one that takes down the Tidehunter and later the Ancient Apparition, and the Aegis will bring a Rubin back up. PA is now back up, and it's a 3 versus 2. 2 cores versus 3 cores. Well, Enchantress isn't the pure core, but she is pretty farmed up. And there we have Warlocks getting themselves back together instead of the previous earlier things we've seen them like just trying to throw the game away. But they got themselves back together, got some good fights there, and now they seem to be reasserting them back into the game, and we do have the advantage cleaning back towards the 15,000 mark and the experience too. As you can see right here, they gave up a lot of lead before trying to just re-getting that lead and just force it. Trying to win the game right now as soon as possible. They won the last game 25 minutes in with an extremely fat Tinker, and now Huskar isn't as fat as the Tinker was last game. Definitely the lineup favors them a little bit more too, and oh my god, an engagement onto the Enchantress, which will be an Elu. Thankfully no ultimate being used, except for the swap I guess, but the swap has a pretty quick cooldown. So Shadowblade being picked up by the Enchantress and probably working towards a Bloodstone right after this engagement onto the... Whoa, that's a really... I didn't know Orchid has such a long range, but he will blink away. Easy will blink in. Remind you that I'm here. Global Silence and Ravage is up. And we have Huska also bidding towards an MKB here. Morphling getting closer and closer to very close actually towards his Skadi. And CM already securing a Blink Dagger. AA with the Scepter already out. Tidehunter not working towards anything after just securing his Blink Dagger. This, I'm assuming either a Frost Staff or an Aghanim Scepter. And PA very close, actually just bought her MKB, but no buyback for the PA right now. And Vengeful Spirit with a Force Staff and nothing else right there. They will chase this Enchantress down. Engagement here onto Easy from the Huska. The AA ultimate will miss it, and the stun coming out and BKB being popped right here. Nomero getting a lot of flaming arrow thrown onto him. The Beast being blocked up by the Chowser. Chowser throws out both ultimate and will be able to bring him the beast down, and yes, just waiting for the global silence to run out. And there you have it. Chowser will get the kill on the beast, and we have Haska backdooring the tower, or at least attempting to backdoor the tower. Actually, creeps here, so it's no longer a backdoor. They will get this T2 on bottom, and I think they'll get at least a lane of Rex from this. PA will clear the creep and prevent that push there, but that creep is just...
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
The clone... Morphing cloning the CM actually doesn't make the CM fly. It clones the wolf too, but it doesn't make the CM fly. That's something pretty interesting. Right here, no engagement, just being aggressive and all. Yeah, CM is a walking CM instead of the flying one. And right here, just both teams clearing creep really quickly. One creep from the PA and the whole wave is gone, and then the skills coming out from the Warlock side cleans up the creep wave really quickly too. Both teams just waiting for an opportunity. People are just lingering around the tower as Chowser stand in front as bait, probably waiting for the swap. He is pretty tanky. First staff being used to engage onto him, but he will be able to engage away. And we are back to the stalemate. No swap coming up from Vengeful Spirit. I believe he was in range for a level 3 swap. He is in range for a level 3 swap. This is just a stalemate of people staring at each other. Legit heavy within swap range right there. Could be in trouble if he gets swapped at that position. They now separate the team up into two. Legit Harry, of course, if you fail to chain stun him, engagement here onto the silencer, but just taking a lot of damage right there from the silencer, but nothing much else. Chowser throwing out both his ultimate and pulling them back immediately onto the silencer, doing, I believe, passing damage is 360, so 360, that's about 500 damage after resist the calculation.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
More creep clearing exercise as they push into the T3 stun being used. Potential swap target, no, Timber Chain does not catch a tree. Ruby now pushing in the bottom lane alone as the four of them just being closed up in their base. They're farming up their neutral as they try to wait and have a stalemate outside this base right here. All three lanes pushing in really quickly, and you really can't defend that. And PA just clearing the lanes really quickly. As they now, all 5 heroes rotate towards the top lane. Rubin will now push in at the bottom lane and try to chip as much damage onto the tower as possible. He does hit really painfully. He will engage onto the silencer, but silencer will go down. BKB being popped, AA ultimate will hit, but he will not free swap being used, and he will just walk away and take a few hits on the tower. He will go down. It's a 1-for-1.
In the name of Skrilla.
It's a 1-for-1. No backup coming up from his
Radiant's
team right there actually,
is under attack.
which is pretty surprising. Let's expect they all dived in. Oh, stun used onto the creep, and this engagement burst down to the beast. The ultimate from Crystal Maiden will come out and get both kills on the on the Ancient Apparition and the Vengeful Spirit right there, and they will now go into the top lane. Buyback from the Vengeful Spirit, and coming in, Ravage catching 4 right there. PA needs to get in, but it's being silenced up and stunned up. Frostbite now, right? He will be burst down quickly. This game looks off. This game may be over right now. Tidehunter being brought down. Vengeful Spirit, who just bought back, will be brought down too by the Enchantress. And this looks definitely, clearly a lane of Rex. Silencer will come back up in 4 seconds. 2, 1.
Radiant's middle tower
But
is under
really
attack.
nothing else he could do right here.
Radiant's middle tower.
Maybe
has
try to
fallen.
kill the CM, and that's about it.
Radiant's
Timbersaw
middle
and
barracks are
the
under
Ethereal Blade.
Radiant's middle
Legit Harry
barracks
will
has
just
fallen.
shotgun him to death. And Phantom Assassin buying back right here. A lane of Rex is already
Radiant's middle
down.
barracks has fallen.
Morphling will zoom up to the top lane and resume his push on the top lane. Dagger being thrown out onto the CM, and a crit will come out as CM takes a lot of damage, but will be able to bring away to safety right there and gets away. Enchantress picks up the Bloodstone as Morphling, Legit Harry, continues to push on the top lane and into it. And an engagement here onto Legit Harry, who does not have an ultimate. A Terror Blade shotgun being thrown up right there, but he looks like a Frostbite throw down onto Johnny. If he just popped back here, if he goes down, this could be really, really bad. Legit Harry will be able to be brought down by Cyphers with the Global Silence being thrown up, but PA is now down for a minute and a half. Constant stalemate right here, engagement
Radiant's
onto
top tower
here,
is under
and
attack.
change right here. Everyone's concentrating onto the Enchantress as BKB being popped, and then engagement onto the Silencer. Ultimate being popped right there. AALT throw, but BKB is on. Cyphers will go down to the Flaming Arrows as he now goes for the Tidehunter. BKB is now over. It looks like he will go down, but the Enchantress will come in and get a kill on the Vengeful Spirit and the Tidehunter, and now he will get a kill onto the Beast too. Colina playing the jungler, getting a
top tower is
shitload
under
of kills in. He is actually the most valuable player right now. GG being called out by
Radiant's middle
defense
tower
of
is
the
under attack.
Patience. Very much closer game compared to the first game. They did almost have a comeback right here,
Victory.
but Warlocks of the Beach managed to get themselves together and secured themselves their 2 wins. They are now 7-1 on top of the league and will still share the first position, or of course hoping that Vendetta would be able to get a game off Classy. Then they would be leading the group 7-1 to 6-2. Thank you very much for watching once again, and see you next week.